Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're opening up the specs on a camera that is just incredibly tiny, but it's built for the absolute harshest professional environments.
It really is.
We're talking about the AIDA Imaging HD-NDI-IP67. And our mission today is to really understand why this little POV camera is suddenly appearing everywhere. From broadcast sports to remote medical streaming.
And I think the key thing that sets it apart is right there in the name, IP67.
Okay, what does that actually mean in practice?
Well, it's not just splash resistant. That rating means it's completely dust tight and can handle being temporarily submerged in up to a meter of water.
Wow.
So you're looking at a camera really designed to be left outside, maybe mounted under a scoreboard, or just exposed to the elements on a set.
That durability is one thing, but for broadcast pros, the real magic has to be the connectivity. We're talking NDI-HX here. For someone used to lugging heavy SDI cables around, how does that simplify things?
What's so fascinating is that NDI-HX is the standard that lets you just ditch that mess of heavy coaxial cables. It's a bidirectional protocol, NDI-5 compatible.
Right.
It allows for frame-accurate, super low latency video and audio to run straight over a standard IP network. Basically, you get broadcast quality streams using the Ethernet connection you probably already have.
And that simplicity extends to the physical hookup, right?
Exactly. All the IP and NDI output comes from a single RJ45 connection. It's on a pretty robust 10-foot-long dongle cable.
So one cable does all the heavy lifting. What? And you have power options too, I see. Standard DC or PoE plus min.
Yeah, power over Ethernet plus. So you can power the unit right through that same network line, no separate power brick needed.
When you connect that single cable setup to the image quality, that's where you see why it gets that professional tag.
It does. It's using a high-quality Sony 13-inch progressive scan CMOS sensor. It can deliver a really clean, full HD 1080p at 60 frames per second.
Okay, that's standard, but what about the color?
Well, this is the big one for post-production. It maintains a 10-bit 4.2.2 color space.
Wait, hold on. Why is that 10-bit number so important for a camera this small? I mean, a lot of consumer POV cameras are 8-bit. Does it really matter for a network stream?
It absolutely matters, especially if you're trying to mix this footage with, say, high-end cinema cameras or larger broadcast rigs.
To make it match.
To make it match. The 10-bit depth gives you just exponentially more color information. It's what you need for serious color grading, for keying green screens, avoiding that ugly banding in gradients.
So it's non-negotiable if you want the final product to look clean.
It really is. If you want that extreme POV shot to have the same cinematic feel as your main camera, you need 10-bit.
And all that professional image quality is coming from a device that is, it's tiny.
It's just minuscule.
The dimensions here are just 3.1 by 1.6 by 1.6 inches.
Right, and it weighs about 16 ounces, perfect for hiding it in plain sight. But despite the size and that IP67 rating, they still included a CCS lens mount.
That's huge.
It is. Because it means you can swap out the 4mm lens it comes with for specialized glass. Wide-angle, telephoto, whatever the job needs. It's miniature, but it's also modular.
Okay, but let's challenge the price. It's listed at $450. Is that justifiable for a POV camera, even with these features, when a standard USB cam is so much cheaper?
Well, it earns its stripes in that kind of holy trinity of professional features, the NDI-HX, the 10-bit color, and that IP67 durability. You're paying for a networked, weatherized broadcast tool, not a webcam.
And there's a note here in the source material about that price.
Yes, and this is crucial for anyone budgeting. That $450 price already includes a 15% tariff that AIDA imposed, which became effective back on October 9th, 2025. Important to know that's baked in.
So to recap, what we've learned is this camera is built for pretty much any